Hi, I'm Jennifer from Shabby Fabrics with part 2 of our Country Kitchen series. Now the aprons behind me were the first video in our Country Kitchen series. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can see the entire series and many more videos as well. Today I want to show you how to make adorable little coasters using mini charms. This is a pre-cut from Motive Fabrics. They're 2.5-inch squares. There's 42 cuts. I think they're consistently 42. For a while there, I think they would sometimes be 40 to 42, but these are 42. What's great about the coasters is each coaster only takes 8 of these, so you can get 5 of these coasters out of one little mini charm, and they're super affordable. They're only $4, super affordable. Great gift, and I know at home, when we grab that glass of cold water or lemonade in the summertime, that glass just kind of gets water all over that coffee table. So these besides being cute, they are absolutely useful. Let me show you how to get started. Now, as I said, the Country Kitchen series is made from Ambleside. That's a Motive collection by Brenda Riddle. Now, there's also, of course, other mini charms. Almost all Motive collections now have mini charms associated with them. So this is just one idea, but there's Day Sale, Paradiso, Roses and Chocolate, and it just goes on and on. So you're going to find something that matches your decor for sure. So grab 8 of your favorite mini charms, and it's very simple. You'll just sew, decide on what you want. Maybe I like this pattern. So it's always great to lay them out ahead of time. And then you'll just right sides together and right sides together. I'll take that to the sewing machine and sew 1/4 inch here, sew 1/4 inch here, and then when I come back, I'll show you how to go to the next step. Now that I have 2 mini charm squares together and 2 mini charm squares together again, I'm going to press the seams open. I think this helps the coaster lie as flat as possible, but of course, because you don't want a crown in the middle where all the seams are coming together, because then your glass might not sit as flat as it can. So let's go ahead and press those open. Oh, I also want to mention, this is very important, because the coaster ends up getting turned right side through, it's good to reinforce the beginning and the end. I did a kind of went forward, went backward, and went forward, just so that when you turn it through, that doesn't just kind of open up and come apart. So I forgot to mention that, but be sure to do that. Now that I have those 2, of course, you will go right sides together, and let's just stay together, and I'll sew that, and then we'll go to the next step. I'm going to reinforce the beginning and the end. And then again, we will take it to our pressing mat and let's press that open. There we go. Now, of course, you need something in between your 2 sets of charm squares here, and we just grabbed this. I think this is Warm and Natural. Actually, you know what, glad I brought that up. We look at the Warm and Natural, and you know how batting kind of has a little bit of a bumpiness. It does work. You definitely don't want a batting with any loft, or it's just too puffy and your glass will kind of, again, it could rock or fall to the side. That's not helpful. This is actually wool felt or just felt. Whatever you use, just make sure it's not real poofy, because we want this to lie pretty flat. Otherwise the drink might tip and not be level. So we have the 4.5-inch square, which we will lie down first. Then you'll take one of your little patchwork units, and that'll be right side up, and the next one will be right side down. I'm going to go ahead and pin along the 3 of the sides, and I'm going to show you how. Let me describe to you how I'd like you to sew this together, and then I will take that to the sewing machine, actually do that stitch, and when I come back, we will go ahead and I'll have it turned right side out and pressed at that point. It's pretty straightforward how to finish it. But I want you to go ahead, this is your 4th side. For sure we're going to stitch along these 3, and you want to come a little bit into that fourth side. I mean, you might even want to start about right there. Reinforce that area really, really well. Go ahead and do your 1/4 inch seam all the way around. Make that turn, and again, stop about right there. Reinforcing your stitch, turn it through, get all those corners out, maybe with a little bamboo skewer or whatever tool you have in your sewing room, and press that flat, and then we'll finish this together. I've turned my hot pad right side out and pressed it. Gotten in those corners, those are always a challenge. So like I said, I sometimes get in there with some scissors. Don't get too crazy in there or you'll poke right through, or a bamboo stick or some kind of little tool. Now remember how we did that fourth side? We came in just a little bit. You see how that curvature is suggesting where you need to fold the top down to. Now look inside this little sandwich here. You can see this piece back here and the batting are associated with each other. Just go with that, and you're going to fold that inward. It's a little bit of a challenge to get everything folded in. You might even want to start with the side that doesn't have the batting associated with it. Now I'm going to try real hard to get that pressed in and not burn myself. It's just working in a very small space. Let's turn that off so that we can just get in there, and you'll do the same with the side that has the batting. You'll actually turn the fabric and the batting together. There we go. It's almost easier rather than trying to press that. It's not going to press well at all. There's just too much bulk right there. So once you get that where you want that, go ahead and put it in a pin, because otherwise that's not going to want to hold steady there. And you can try to iron it, but again, it's not going to have a nice crisp edge right there. And again, we will go ahead and pin, and you'll continue doing that all the way down. There we go. Keep tucking that in. Let's just do one more real quick so you can see. There we go. And now you'll take it to your sewing machine and you'll sew just inside there, probably about a 1/4 inch, all the way around, and that will not only close that opening but give you a nice finished look. So be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel as we continue with our Country Kitchen series.